Chicago PD's newest villain has demonstrated that he is more dangerous to the intelligence unit than he seems, so Voight, Jason B, needs to be careful. Deputy Chief Charlie Reed, Sean Hattersey, puts on a friendly face but is poised to destroy the intelligence unit. He belies his friendly demeanor when he involves himself in Marina Squarciati's Kim Burgess promotion storyline in Chicago PD, which puts Voight on high alert. While it is unclear what his end goal is, Reed likely wants to take Voight down, if not the entire intelligence unit. In Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 6, Burgess plans to transfer to another department to complete her detective training, but Reed overrides this decision, assigning her back to intelligence as a detective. While on the surface, this seems like good news, it puts Burgess in a position where she owes Chicago PD's new deputy chief a favor. Thus, it seems Reed made a play that he hopes will give him what he needs to destroy the department, and he will likely try to force Burgess to betray Voight in some way. Deputy Chief Reed has no regard for Chicago PD's history. Reed is willing to fire long-term detectives to get what he wants. Reed talking to Voight on a sidewalk in Chicago PD Season 12. Deputy Chief Reed has already made it clear that he will do whatever he thinks necessary to remake the Chicago Police Department into what he wants it to be. While training with Detective Suarez, Elizabeth Rodriguez, Burgess learns that Reed has already fired many detectives who had been with the department for a long time, including one about to retire, and that Suarez fears she will be next. This proves that Reed doesn't care about his standing in the department, but only about removing those detectives that stand in the way of his goals. Furthermore, Reed seems to have a special interest in intelligence. He visited the squad room several times, claiming to want to know how cases were going and to get to know Voight and the people under him. Additionally, his recent power play gives him leverage over the unit. Taken together, these actions suggest that he has his eye on remaking the intelligence unit in line with his vision for the police department and doesn't care about the unit's history or the team's loyalty to Voight. Reed's friendly demeanor could be hiding his real Chicago PD agenda. Reed is trying to instill himself in the intelligence unit so he can destroy it from within. Chicago PD Reed standing in the squad room. However, Reed is making an enormous effort to appear like a friend of the intelligence unit. From his first appearance, he attempts to be informal, asking Voight to call him by his first name. He is always full of smiles and acts as if he wants to develop a strong working relationship with Voight and his team. However, he comes across as if he's trying too hard, which makes it clear he has another agenda in mind. That said, what's happened so far suggests that he wants control over the unit. Reed's friendliness is probably based on the idea of keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. By building these friendly relationships, Reed can make headway on the goal of infiltrating the intelligence unit so that he can take down who he considers to be bad actors. Ironically, this is the same thing that the intelligence officers do when they work undercover to undermine a drug-dealing operation or other organized criminal group. In Reed's case, it seems he has targeted Burgess and plans to use his relationship with her against the unit. Voight seems to be suspicious of Reed's intentions. That's good. Voight warned Burgess that Reed's help came with strings attached. Voight has been around a while and is aware of how much the Chicago Police Department would love to get rid of him. He is sensitive to potential dirty tricks the department could play to have him removed from his post and doesn't intend to allow it to happen. His keen instincts have made him suspicious of Chicago PD's newest cast member since their first meeting, and he is undoubtedly planning countermoves to ensure Reed doesn't get his way. Reed and Voight are locked into a high-stakes chess game, with the prize being control over Voight's department. However, Reed is a different type of adversary than Voight has encountered before, which puts him in a better position to win this war. While other department heads have tried to use the legal system to take Voight down, Reed plays dirty, using subterfuge and other techniques borrowed from undercover work to attempt to hurt Voight. His goal is to gain leverage over the intelligence unit to help him destroy it from within rather than directly attack Voight. Reed's decision to reassign Burgess to intelligence raises red flags for Voight, and he warns her that this favor comes with strings attached and that she can expect Reed to demand the return favor she owes him when the time is right. While Voight is vague about what that might mean, it likely has something to do with Reed's plans to destroy their department. It remains to be seen how Voight will counteract Reed's plans, but it is certain that Chicago PD will offer an intense fight for control of the intelligence unit once Reed makes his next move.